talk about what the truth is, and that's why we have congregated here. Group Captain Rian Jha, of course, the tail is also being talked about, the tail section, the aft section, the examination is still ongoing, but there are more technicalities to be ascertained at this point in time. What do you make of this fresh torrent of information coming out when you look at what could have gone wrong and what could be in fact the next surprise that we are in store for?
Vineet, very good evening. Look, I respect all our panelists. They are all equal to us. However, I would have been glad in case if some opinion, would have come from the experts, you call us expert, in the investigation, what is going on. I will be expert only if I'm the flying pilot, possibly, preferably current on the type, or if I'm the system engineer, or I'm human factor specialist. These are the three who are the backbone of any aircraft accident investigation. I don't know how many of us in the panel belong to that category, but certainly Gupi Devnath, he is a pilot, he will certainly be giving you a point of view. But again, coming back, now the dot is being expressed with the tail portion. I'm not repeat what we have already spoken earlier. The tail portion, whether anything has happened in the tail portion that would have caused the switch to flip over. The speculations are rife in all nooks and corners of the world. This is, I will say, this is very difficult to prove or very difficult to speculate even such theories. Because if electrical failure would have caused the switches to flip off, I don't know, failure causes the switch to move. No. If there is an electrical, impetus or electrical backflow or any other flow, any flow which is contrary to the happenings, that may cause something switch off, switch on or something. But still, again, I should draw your attention that these switches are so designed that only it will move if it is pressured up, pulled up, and then taken to the next slot. So, whether any electrical failure, electrical fire will cause this to move, to my understanding, I'm not the system engineer, but to my understanding, having done the aircraft accident investigations, having read many of the flight data recorders, I can say no, it is not possible. And further substantiate by saying that if it was the electrical failure, which has brought the switch back, then you can't put the switch again onto the run position. Subsequently, the switches have gone to that position. So, these are the speculations. I think it needs to rest sometime somewhere. Second thing, look, the entire thing, what has happened, what has come in the preliminary report is a preliminary report. The DGCA, AAIB, they have undertaken to render a preliminary report at the end of 1 month. That is what they have done. And I somehow don't agree with Ms. Vandana when she has said that no one is going to the depth of it. I slightly disagree because the entire team of investigators are still doing their job and they will continue doing this job for maybe another many months. So they will be going to every details of everything that has happened in the aircraft. Remember, there are many stakeholders today who are anguished. And one more thing I'll tell you, that in this meantime, when we have been discussing all this, Air India itself has done the system checks into all their Dreamliner, and in none they found any anomaly with the switch. But that doesn't absolve them that this particular switch wouldn't have gone wrong. But what it can go wrong? What wrong can go? Can it flip from the position of the lock? Answer is no. Look very carefully at the report, preliminary report. The switch has transitioned. That means it has been moved. It has not flipped. And a lot of people, they keep on discussing again the same thing. 1 second. I keep on hearing every day. How can you do that 1 second? It is 1 second from the first switch has transitioned to the second switch. That means after the first switch has transitioned, thereafter within 1 second, the second switch has transitioned. This is very much possible. Even I am not the pilot, I can do that. So let's not go into all those things. Let the people who are doing investigation carry on with their job. But again, coming back to the last point of your the tail section. Yes, tail section, the way it got stuck into the building, it looked quite odd. But then, tail section is the one which bears the least of the loads. That is not among the loads of taking the loads of the aircraft. But all the same, those people who are in the investigation, the Boeing people who have designed the airframe, they will go into it. What caused that particular tail section to whip off from there and stuck there, and the part of that flight data recorder or whatever it is there, part 1, part 2, part C, why such extensive burn has happened to that, they will find the answer. But notwithstanding that, they have been able to download all the informations that was there. So whether fire was there or not there, whether the fire came subsequently secondary to the impact, we are not sure. I can't tell you anything, nor can anyone in this panel. But let the people who are in investigation, they will give you subsequently, when they make the deliberate report, deliberate investigation, they will answer everything, that all the 5 aspects of the science, what, how, why, when, where, they will answer all those things into this aircraft accident investigation, because that is the crux of the entire approach into aircraft accident investigation, so that there is no recurrence of a similar accident in the future. Vineet.
Okay, I understand your passion, sir, and I understand where you're coming from. Group Captain UK Devnath.